Whitehall now. Jack, this is very exciting. You are making your Las Vegas stand-up debut July 1st. You'll be at the Encore Theatre at the Wynn Casino. Tickets are available right now. Now, have you been to Vegas before? Have you spent much time there? I imagine you can get quite messy in Vegas, I imagine.
I mean, that's what I wanted my first Vegas experience to be, but my first ever Vegas experience, I went with my mum and dad.
OK.
And it left a little to be desired. I managed to, as a joke, I thought it would be hilarious to trick my dad into going to Magic Mike by telling him that it was a magician. So I went with him and my mum to Magic Mike, and he was expecting it to be like David Copperfield pulling rabbits out of hats. And then the show started, and obviously it's a slightly different vibe. They ended up getting my mum up onto the stage, and my mum got a lap dance in Vegas from one of the Magic Mike dancers. My dad stormed out 15 minutes into the show, and he stormed out. My mum was up there living her best life, absolutely loving it. So that was night one, and then night two, she took me to see Barry Manilow. And I was like, this is not the Vegas experience that I wanted.
No.
I wanted it to be like The Hangover and drugs and high-stakes poker and all-night parties. It was me watching my mum slut drop to the Copacabana. It was the worst Vegas experience I could possibly have. So I'm going back there to do the show, but also maybe try and address them.
Oh, you'll have a great time.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I mean,
and they're not invited.
If we're speaking of Vegas, Sharon, one of my favourite movies of all time is Casino. You've shot, I think there are a few times. That film it gets better with every viewing.
Well, like every Marty Scorsese's movie.
Yeah, but it's a special one, Casino.
Thank you.
And you are incredible. Do you enjoy being there? Do you enjoy being in Sin City?
Well, everybody likes a little sin now and then.
Correct. Now, Jack's going to be doing stand-up. I've actually seen you before do an auction, which I actually think you're the best auctioneer I've ever seen in my life. You should see it. It's incredible. But it almost, I remember when I was watching you do it, it verges on stand-up comedy.
It's a little
Have you ever
stand-up-y.
considered doing stand-up? Because I think you might be brilliant.
I want to do it so much. And I have this dream. There's this big, big dream. But, you know, my favorite comedian is that really great comedian who lives in Ohio.
OK.
Sorry, Bubby.
Oh, no. It's all right.
You know Dave Chappelle.
Of course, yeah.
But I've tried to text him, but he doesn't text me back.
Right.
I've Instagrammed him, he doesn't Instagram me back. But I really would like, because I'm from right near where he's from, because I'm from northwestern Pennsylvania, which is right by Cleveland. So I'd like to go right to his home, knock on his door. I'd like to get him to stay with me, work with me on a stand-up act. I really want to do stand-up so bad, but I want him to do it, Jay.
Well, I think I feel like
Dave Chappelle to just take me and mold me and help me do with my story.
I think this is a special in itself. I think, I mean, I would like to watch the making of it and the finished special.
Yeah.
I think it's a thing.
Yeah, you'll be amazing.
Right to the show.
Yeah.
You'll be incredible.
I really want to do it.
I mean, Jack, you've done stand-up for some incredible people all over the world. Didn't you do a private show for what is now, of course, King Charles and the Queen's consort, Camilla Parker Bowles?
The bush pushing?
Yes.
Not that kind of private show.
Are you going... hang on, are you going to the coronation?
I'm not going to the coronation. I was NFI'd, but I think maybe because of that gig
You were
that
what?
I did. NFI'd?
Yeah. But hang on, because I remember you telling me about this.
It was like
was it a private show?
It was a private gig at Kensington Palace when King Charles was Prince Charles, and it was his Christmas party for all of his staff. He booked me to be the entertainment, so it was just me. And I went out, and they were sat, him and Camilla, in the front row in thrones. Like, literally in thrones.
And am I right in thinking you didn't even have a microphone?
No microphone,
Yes.
so I'm just there, like, I'm literally the court jester for half an hour. I did a load of jokes about, like, Kate Middleton, because she'd been at my school, and I was referring to her as the one that got away, which he didn't like at all. I literally, like, bombed so hard. And then afterwards, I had to, like, meet him, and there's all this, you know, regalia, and I'm having to bow and that. And then he goes, yes, well, I think next year we'll probably try a magician. What was he said to me? He think I got thrown under the bus by the King of England.
We'll be right back with more of the Late